Alright guys, welcome back to the 2019 250XC build. And today we're gonna put on some new fork guards. So I've got the stock ones on now. As you can see, it's super exposed fork tube. And I want to keep those things as pristine as possible. Any scratch in that will cause my seals to leak. And I hit a lot of rocks and it's definitely pretty common to scratch them. What I have is Protech fork guards, and they wrap around almost all the way, just enough to where it's not annoying to put on. And it gives you a lot more protection, as you can see there. I think this is a great product. That's the reason why we're carrying them and bringing them over to the US. They're a UK company. And I think these are improvement over the, I think 2016 and older, maybe 2015, when KTM came stock with full wraps. But they're like completely wrapped, so you had to take your wheel off to get the fork guards off, or to get into the seals. These allow you to just snap them on, which is really nice.
All right, full wrap protection, both sides. That's looking good.
So the last thing we got for the front end is these bottom of the fork guard protectors by Discover Enduro. And I knew this guy when he lived in California. He was down in the San Luis Obispo area. I did the what do they call it? The Penguins ride. It's like the slow dual sport ride. This is back when I had a plated 350. And we went from like the college Cal Poly all the way through Pozo, through all kinds of private property single track, and then ended up at that teeter-totter that you always see California dual sport riders posting. It goes over the river. You have to like teeter-totter over it. It's probably like 15 feet in the air. It's pretty crazy. But guys just eat it constantly into the water. It's hilarious to get there and watch. It's at the end of the ride. It's a good ride. You should check it out. I saw these there, and I thought they're really sweet. And I finally got a pair of them. And for the guys that have been running these for a while, this is a new plastic. He teamed up with TM Designs, and they're using his mold with their plastic, and their plastic is really dialed, from like the skid plates. They make good products that hold up, and so the plastic is really good compound. Kind of flexes a little bit, so because these are really thick, you kind of want a little bit of flex in them so they don't crack or anything like that. You compare it to these Chinese ones. I don't know who makes these. I was testing them out because I wanted a way to protect the bottom of my forks, but as you can see, they're just super thin. This one's just like totally cracked down there, and it's just thin, and I don't know, now I got a bunch of jagged plastic. But if you compare it to this, look how much thicker that is. This is just like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch. This is like freaking half an inch. I don't know. This is 3/8 of an inch thick. There. Yeah, half an inch there. That's awesome. So that's a lot of grinding you're gonna be able to do on these things. It comes with bolts. I think these are most likely longer than the stock ones, and all you do is just replace them. So should be an easy install. Just get your 10. These are already loose. Oh, yeah, so that's the stock one. This is what it comes with. Nice and long to compensate for the thickness. Should just be able to slide them right on. Just got that metal insert so they don't strip out. Oh, whoops, wrong bolt. To get your long bolt. I don't know if you put any Loctite on these or not. It looks like there might have been something. So I really like how these stick out from the side of the fork. So that should help protect that cap that's here that I always mar up, and it's hard to loosen the bolt. So that's a good kind of solution for that. They still have the hole so you can adjust your fork. It's looking good. I'm liking it. This whole system is really coming along. As you can see with this piece, this side is a lot longer to kind of protect that piece of your brake. So that's pretty nice. So if you guys don't know how to tighten your front wheel, I'm just kind of quickly go over as I'm working, but You'll just tighten the bolt until it starts spinning. You'll tighten the opposite side, just enough to kind of clamp it. You'll tighten this bolt. So now you'll loosen this, because you want that axle to sit free in there. So all 4 of the pinch bolts are loose. Pump up your brake after you sat it. And you just want to press on the forks with the front brake in, just to kind of center that wheel and let it, straighten itself out. So now you can just tighten both sides as normal, and that'll allow your bike, so the front wheel isn't bound up in the suspension because it can twist. So yeah, there's the finished product all mounted up. You can see the axle bolt is nice and cleared, so it should hit this before it hits a rock and dents it. This side doesn't stick out as much. I kind of wish this might be a little bit longer to protect this, but then it would be hard to loosen the bolt. You'd have to take them off. So I kind of understand why I did that. Yeah, looks pretty good. Thanks for taking a look at the Discover Enduro Fork Sliders and the Protech full wrap fork guards. So I sell the full wrap fork guards in our store at shop.trailbound.co. I've got them in black, orange, and white. I'd love to carry the Discover Enduro Fork Sliders as well, so I'll work on that. Thanks for taking a look, and we'll see you out on the trail.